Itchy throat, swelling, hives. Yep, those are some of the most common known reactions to a food allergy or food sensitivity. Hey, my name is Coach Bev or Coach Bev Schlag or Beverly Schlag from beverlyschlag.com. And today I wanted to share with you guys a little bit more about signs that are not so common about food sensitivities, just to determine whether or not maybe you or one of your loved ones may be dealing with a food sensitivity themselves. Did you know that 90% of the population actually has a food sensitivity or food allergy, but yet only 9 out of 10 of them don't know that they're dealing with a food sensitivity? That's crazy, right? Well, I'm first here to tell you that that's what it was for me too, to be honest. I have probably been dealing with food sensitivities for quite some time, but I only know as of about a year and a half ago, when everything kind of came to a screeching halt, where the food sensitivities came into play and I was able to recognize them. Some of the things that I saw were like rosacea, and I also dealt with a lot of fatigue and brain fog, and still kind of struggle with those things a little bit here and there. But another thing is my son, who has been dealing with food sensitivities for quite a lot longer of a time, we didn't realize it for him either. So it's very common for these signs, these symptoms, to just go unnoticed, right? I mean, for him it was a rash, and we didn't realize it was coming from food at all for a very long time. Well, so let's just talk a little bit about why and how the scientific thing about how food sensitivities work. I'm going to be very brief on it because I don't want to dive in too much, because it may not make a whole lot of sense if I dove too far. But basically what it is when you're eating your food is digested in your small intestines. Well, your small intestines, they're kind of like, they've got like a weave, and when you are eating something that the body does not like, the body cannot digest well, that you may be sensitive to, the weave can kind of come apart a little bit. It can get inflamed and irritated. Some other things that can cause the weave to separate are like foods with GMOs or GMO foods. And some medicines can damage the small intestine some. There are many things. Stress can, physical, mental, emotional stress, that can cause it too. But then basically what happens is when the mesh spreads apart, then as food comes down there and it's not able to be digested easily, then it makes its way, the little particles make their way into our systems, into our circulatory systems, which then the body, it doesn't know what to do, because it's not supposed to be out there. Food's not supposed to be outside of the intestines and the gut and all that. So then we've got a major inflammatory reaction and it just causes a lot of stuff to happen in our bodies that we don't even realize is going on. So some of the symptoms that are occurring in people are like you'll see in anxiety, depression, hyperactivity. I'm sure you've heard of people, oh, I can't eat all that sugar or else it'll make you hyper. Yeah, there's a little truth to that, depending upon how much and all that, or even if you have a sensitivity to it. There's a little truth in that. My son has that. Brain fog, as I mentioned, long-lasting joint pain, because what ends up happening is you have that inflammatory reaction, and believe it or not, a lot of the inflammation likes to reside in your joints. It's pretty crazy, but it just likes to do that. Some other things. Acne breakouts, yeah, and fatigue, as I mentioned, eczema, rosacea, dark circles under your eyes, even itchy ears, moodiness. I know that you know, depending upon something, I actually really enjoyed coffee, really liked coffee. And then I noticed that I started to develop this moodiness. Anytime I would be drinking coffee, I would get irritable, I would get crankier and crabbier. Well, I found out that sure enough, I have a sensitivity to coffee. This girl that had been drinking coffee at least a half a pot to a full pot back in the day, like over 7 years ago or so, 6 years ago, I, you know, I had cut that habit to like 1 cup every once in a while, but still I was sensitive to it, so I had to get rid of it. And then let's see, there's also headaches. Yes, headaches. Food cravings. I know, crazy, right? It's a cycle. Gas, bloating, constipation, irritable bowel, and so much more, you guys. And it's quite unbelievable how much that food sensitivities can cause a reaction in our body. And I'm here to tell you that you can figure out what you're sensitive to. And I would love to take you on that journey. Tomorrow, I will be sharing with you guys more about that. I'll be sharing with you as to how to go about starting an elimination plan, what you can do, and not just have to run out and go get an allergy or sensitivity test. And I look forward to helping you guys get through whatever you may be going through, because you do not have to live your life constipated, irritable, and itchy. You can live a happy, healthy, energized life. And I want to be able to help give you some tips so that you can go on this journey and kick those sensitivities right out the door. Well, kick the foods out the door to help get rid of the sensitivity symptom reactions. All right. Well, I hope that you guys have a wonderful day, and I will see you guys on the next one. Talk to you guys later. Bye.